So you start, Ray, at wide receiver, then you transition to linebacker, defensive end. I want to know what the weight gaining process was like, because I'm sure the way you looked physically at wide receiver was much different than the way you end up looking now as a linebacker, pass rusher guy.
So that's a funny story, honestly. Funny story. My metabolism doesn't like me too much to where I don't gain that much weight. I might look big, but I came out of high school being recruited, as a DN, outside linebacker, going to LSU. I'm waiting when I first got on campus at 211. So I came out of came out of high school 211. Played majority of my college career at believe it or not, at 225 and 230 was probably like the most I weighed at LSU. And that's probably for like one game, like soaking wet, drinking water and stuff like that. Like they had me on protocol and everything, man. Like I had to wake up at 6 a.m. Just to make weight. And I drink a whole bunch of water, like a gallon of water, chug that on the way there. But I even played, in certain packages, they put me at, there was a package where I played 3-tech against Texas A&M. And I ended up, they ended up switching the play. It was a third down rush package. And they ended up switching the play to run and chose the smallest guy in the line, which was me. And I ended up making the play anyway. But, yeah, man, throughout my weight journey and stuff like that, I just kind of learned how to play at the weight that I was at and didn't really focus on that. It just kind of, I was always strong in the weight room. So that was something I kind of focused on was, more so, tapping into my strength and letting that be my strength when I'm playing and stuff like that. And then, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I always hear, "Hey man, you got to gain some weight." Man, when you gonna gain some weight? I'm like, man, I'm trying, man. I'm eating everything in the book. Like, I used to go to believe it or not, I used to go to Whataburger, probably like 2 times a week just to try to, gain a couple extra pounds, man.
Okay, so what was the go-to order at Whataburger?
Man, look, okay, so y'all got to go and get the honey. What is that?
Oh,
the chicken strip sandwich, the barbecue chicken strip sandwich.
Yes, the honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich.
First. But then they came out with another burger, and it's the sweet and spicy bacon burger.
Yeah, that's Wolchuk's go-to. You guys just became best friends.
That's what I'm talking about. That I usually get that 2 large fries, and if I'm feeling like because I got a sweet tooth, if I'm feeling like it, I might get a cinnamon roll, but that's about it.
Heck yes.
No milkshake, huh? That's an upset for me.
Nah. They're milkshakes. If I'm going to get a milkshake, I got to go to Sonic with that one, man.
I feel you. Yeah, okay. But a lot of respect for the double fry, though. That's a good move. That's a good move. Now, you spent a lot of time, obviously, at LSU. How nuts is Coach O? Is he smashing Red Bulls? Like, we've heard about him pounding Red Bulls, headbutting things, knocking his own teeth out, punching himself in the face. I need to hear about Coach O.
Look, I can't tell y'all nothing in house, but yeah, man, that's my coach, man. I mean, he's a great dude, players coach for sure. One of my favorite coaches, I've been fortunate to be coached by. But yeah, man, he brings the energy every day.
Yeah, he does.
And I mean, that just teaches you, consistency because I mean, if the head man, is down and out, he's not giving the energy. I mean, that kind of brings everybody else down. But he brings the energy every day, man. Like every day at practice, even if he's having a bad day. Me and Coach O got real close and stuff like that. He talks to me about it. Even when he's not feeling the best. You got to learn how to put that stuff to the side, and continue on because I mean, you got responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? So.
For sure. Now, Ray, you don't have to get into detail. You don't have to do anything. All right, we're not throwing anybody under the bus here. This is just a simple yes or no question. All right, simple yes or no question. Have you, Ray Thornton, ever seen Coach O punch himself in the face in a way that had him losing a tooth?
No, not losing a tooth. No.
Okay, that's the only part that you would say you haven't seen. The punching in the face is there. All right, very good. Go ahead, Wolchuk.
Ray Thornton with us here, former Texas and LSU linebacker, draft hopeful via the Diamond Factory hotline here on your home of the Cowboys, 105.3 The Fan. So, very last one on LSU before we move on to maybe your experience at Texas and what you're doing to get ready for the NFL draft, but you were part of the national championship team. What was that season like, and are you still in contact with some of your former teammates there, and have they given you any advice during this process about their time getting into the NFL?
Man, that year was magical, man. Like, it was just something different. Like, as soon as the season ended, there was just a different type of work ethic that guys picked up, especially the O-line. We usually gave the O-line, the work a little bit. I mean, it was a back and forth thing, but they just really came together and was out there working extra hard, behind closed doors and stuff like that. One of the things that, I have big respect for Joey B, shout out to him, is he came in, with a mindset, just being himself, man. One thing that we all learned from each other was just to be yourself. Don't try to be more than what you are. Don't try to be less than what you are. Just be yourself. That's something that we really tapped into. And once we were able to get comfortable with what type of player that we knew that we were, we kind of helped us form a certain type of chemistry with each other where we trusted each other to play. Both teams, offense and defense, worked very, very well. If defense was down, offense picked us up. If offense was down, defense picked us up. One thing that I feel like, a lot of guys in college can get frustrated with is, sometimes you're going to have tough games, man, but you can't point the finger at everybody. You know what I'm saying? So each side of the ball has to focus on what they have to do. That's one thing that, we focused on. And another thing, we just played every game like it was the first game of the season. So to answer your question, yes, I do keep in contact with my guys. I talk to them, Pat Queen, D. White, Jamar Chase, I talk to those guys a lot, you know what I'm saying? I just ask for their advice, they give me that advice and we just chop it up, play the game, stuff like that. So, yeah, they're cool people, man.
Ray, the transition to Texas, and I know we've got a lot of Horns fans in the audience as well. What was this season like for you, and how different was it going from Baton Rouge to Austin?
It was, I've been around the Austin area, growing up, high school and stuff like that. So it was kind of different coming back because there was a lot of different things that I didn't remember from before I went off to college. Coming back to UT, just seeing that type of atmosphere, going from LSU, seeing that type of atmosphere is very different, but also similar in a lot of ways. Fan base is awesome, man. Those guys, they show up. They show up. Also, it's just I've just been blessed to be a part of so many different types of teams that have different type of personalities. And to be able to be a part of the UT family and just watch and see this team grow, especially the amount of growth that they had in 1 year. I would say to my Horns fans, man, just watch out for them this year. There's a lot of good things that's happening over there for sure. It was definitely a different experience, just being able to learn and be a sponge and soak up so much information and different things from the coaches. Being able to be a part of that team and be a part of a different family, meet new guys and see new faces and stuff like that, form new relationships is always great. That's something I do truly enjoy. And also just being able to share knowledge. A lot of those guys did look up to me. To me, I'm a regular person, but to them, I'm somebody that they, seek wisdom from. So I was happy to share that with those guys and share some of the things that I learned from great coaches like Pete Jenkins, he worked with us at LSU for a year. Some guys like who else? Kevin Shepard. He's now the coach at he's the outside linebackers coach at Detroit Lions. So shout out to him. But I wouldn't regret it, man. I really enjoyed this year. Throughout the season, even the ups and downs. I kind of sometimes enjoy the downs more than the ups just to see how people react to that type of stuff and just see the growth, because that's where the growth really shows, man, through the troubles and the struggles, man. So there's some beautiful things in being a team, having a team that has struggles, especially throughout the season. Everybody can attest to this, last season wasn't the best, but to me, I felt like that was one of the biggest building pieces for what they have going on this season. So I was just fortunate to be able to be a part of Coach Sark's first year at Texas. And, he came and got me. I talked to him and Coach Bo. And I really appreciate those guys for giving me a chance, to be a part of their team. So I really appreciate it. It was a good time. It was a fun time, man.
Outstanding perspective there. Ray Thornton, former Texas and LSU linebacker, national champion at LSU. We have a lot of Tiger fans and Longhorn fans chiming in on the fan text. They're fighting back and forth with each other, Ray, here about which school was the bigger party school. Everybody's saying, no, my school was the bigger party school. No, my school was. You got both perspectives. Bigger party, your school. Is it LSU or is it UT?
Man, I don't even know because I've seen some things at UT. I'm like, dude, it's like the middle of the day and they have a huge party. I'm like, bro, y'all don't have nothing to do. Like, this is crazy. So I'm not sure, but man, I would definitely say Austin does have the UT does have the unfair advantage because of 6th Street and stuff like that. But I'm not sure. I really don't know.
That
sounds like UT wins.
Diplomatic answer there. Keep Austin weird. I think maybe they get the edge as we talk with Ray Thornton here. And Ray, before we let you boogie on out of here, man, if let's say the Cowboys are listening or your hometown Saints are listening and they want to know, okay, we're looking into drafting you, but we want to know what kind of player we're getting on the field and the person off the field, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that I'm a respectful person, man. I'm someone that really wants to learn. I'm someone that just loves to soak up knowledge and just be a student to the game. Responsible guy that will really work hard and know it and ask questions later. So that's all I really have, man. That's all I have.
Well, we greatly appreciate the time, Ray. Thank you so much. Good luck to you, and hopefully we can catch up soon, man. We'd love to celebrate with you after you put one of those NFL hats on.
Yes, sir. I really appreciate you guys for having me.
Absolutely. Good luck at the pro day, Ray.
Yes, sir. Thank you.